çünkü ya. Allah Allah.
Senin hala düzelmedi mi o ya? Ya da
Baba
düzelse
düzelmiyor.
de
Çok
tekrar
yayın
mı
açıyorum ya,
bozuldu?
ondan üst üste açtım ya bu ara. Ondan düzelmiyor şu an. Hadi bakalım. İç huzurumuzu bulacağız. Ah ne de güzeldi o yaz günleri.
I'm generally not a woo-woo kind of person.
Böyle dali.
If I don't get something, I want to unpack it, get the facts. But the ocean, it's a part of me. You could say it runs in my blood. My grandmother was a freediver, an ama. She helped me feel its rhythm and understand how one breath could last a lifetime.
Film gibi izleyin. Film gibi bak.
We dove so often, the memories all run together. Except one. When I wished I could stay down forever.
Ne oluyor lan? Suyun altında böyle mi duyuyoruz acaba sesini?
The ocean cast its spell on me that day. And its
çok
mystery
iyi
still
sesler.
consumes me.
Ben yapmıyorum. Ben yapmadım. Oyundan geldi o.
Day 1, submerged atoll, Western Pacific. It's great to be diving again. I'm anxious to find our sperm whale family and look in on our mother-to-be. I'm also excited to test out Andre's new tech. Ocean X is expecting a huge audience for our first live stream, given how bad things were in this region a few years ago. No pressure though. Ready to dive.
Gözlük sesi o. Basınç Ali. Gözlükle dalanlar bilir demiş. Ha.
I'm in and okay.
Hey, Mariah, how's the new suit?
Nice. A bit itchy, but I've had worse.
How are you breathing?
Breathing easy. This rebreather is amazing. Feels like I'm freediving.
A genuine compliment. Should have caught that on the live stream.
Give me a few minutes. I want it to be amazing, and I'm still getting used to this AR visor.
Aha.
Oh.
Şili şeytan vatozu.
Bunlar çok sıkıntı ha.
Balina köpek balığı mı? Remora.
Done. How many scans before the AI is trained on a creature?
It will vary.
Aa çok güzel lan. Hayvanları da öğreniyoruz.
There are many factors that affect the confidence level of a match.
Dur bir dakika.
So you don't... No. Got it.
Tamam, daha
Now
güzel
point me
oldu.
to the buoy so I can try the hydrophones. I want to make sure all the tech is working before we stream.
Yayına mı girmeden
Arena,
önce
how you
dedi?
feeling?
Haven't thrown up today.
Well, it's still early.
You gonna be okay with the live stream?
I may let you do most of the talking.
Once you reach the buoy, you can triangulate the sound of any animal.
Clever.
Thank you. That's close enough. You can use Use your dive watch to control the buoy from there.
Refresh me on the controls?
Move the targeting circle around. Each sound will get louder when you are close to locking in on an owl's location.
Aa! Ay!
Mariah, if you're okay, I'm going to start the live stream.
Let's roll. Welcome to the Ocean X live stream. I'm Dr. Mirai Soto, and I'll be your eyes and ears on this expedition. I'm joined today by two colleagues.
Hello, I'm
Ha,
Andre.
canlıyız.
Hello, everyone. I'm Irina.
Tamamdır, önümüzde görüyoruz. Yunuslar burada. Şunları da tarayalım da. Ha.
Can your AI parse through all those sounds?
Not using this scanner, but I do have a new drone design that should be better at isolating the source of the sounds.
Başka Yunus yok burada.
Don't get too jealous, folks, just because I'm swimming with dolphins. My grandmother always warned me that although they're cute, they can also be pranksters. And today, also very noisy.
Bir tane daha Yunus olması lazım. Üçü orada taradığımızın. Aha.
Done. And maybe next time I can weigh in before on the number that we need to scan.
As I mentioned, the confidence model is complex. You just want to find the whales.
Guilty. That looks to be a sperm whale. I think I saw this bull from the sub. I wonder how far he's traveled.
Once we have a reliable ID on him, I'll see if anyone has tracked him before.
Nice.
Aga güzelliğe bak. Ay döndü bak döndü.
Looks like we've got our first singer.
Fantastic. Hopefully on your next dive you can record his song to compare with other humpbacks in the area.
Fun fact, in addition to being an engineering whiz,
Böyle yakın
Andre
gidersek
is
bir şey olur mu?
quite the musician. Are you still writing music?
Not for years.
Dry spell?
More like raising teenagers. Hey Mariah, I'm seeing alerts on the South Buoy if you want to pull them down.
Şamandıra uyarı mı veriyor?
Let's see what mysteries this buoy unlocks.
Kamerayı açayım mı? İyi mi böyle ya? Böyle film gibi sarar aslında.
What does that sound? Did I break something?
I've deployed acoustic modems to transmit from other sensors.
For those of you who have no idea what he's talking
Balina
about,
ısırmıyor
he
herhalde,
means
ne bileyim,
we
niye
use sound
ısırmıyorlar?
to transmit data, so we can have Wi-Fi in the ocean.
Impressive. What kind of bandwidth do we get?
Like 1990s dial-up.
Ruslar.
Fun alert. Looks like some young dolphins are having a play date.
Oynamaya mı davet edeyim? Nasıl lan? Aha.
Hey guys, can I take a turn?
Hadi canım.
Well, you don't see that every day. At least I don't.
Frankly, neither do I.
Dur bir dakika, 60'a sabitlemesin, ona bakalım bir. Aynen, şimdi şey güzel. Açtım, aç demediniz mi oğlum? Açtım
Ya.
açtım. 60. Camı açınca da tüm efekti bozdu ha. Vallahi diyorum, şu an her şey bozuldu yani. Şu tipe bak, şu ortama bak yani. Vallahi diyorum, tüm efekt gitti sanki ha.
Kapa.
Kapı. kapat amına koyayım. Oğlum şöyle güzel. Dur şunu da off yapayım. Şarj olsun hem.
No mic no cam.
No mic no cam. Ne oluyor?
Ooh, company.
Ziyaret.
Unbelievable. That sounds too close to be outside the research zone.
One of the waypoints went down. Do you think that's related?
Yeah, probably.
Ne geldi ki? Millet bir daha... Aha.
Ruslar değil mi? Çok yakın işte.
Red light must mean a serious alert.
İşte.
Yeah, dead battery.
Ha. Lan bunda bile pil bitti ya. Allah, korktum lan.
Octopus. I think it went in that cave. I'd like to go in that cave.
Let's be real. There's no way I'm not squeezing through here to follow that octopus.
We'll definitely want to practice diver rescue at some point.
Well, maybe.
Mirai, please be careful.
Tamam dikkatliyim ya. Ben hayatta girmem böyle ha, normal şey olsa.
İmkanı yok. Ben bu kadar derine dalamam ki amına koyayım.
Allah.
Hey there. Sorry to spoil your hiding place.
Çok yaklaşsam ne olur?
Ahtapota bu kadar yakın olacaksın, hiçbir şey yapmayacak.
Harbiden bu göbekle de buraya dalamayız zaten yani. Emre bu oyunu hayatta oynayamaz harbiden. Ananı sikeyim, korktum lan bir şey yapacak diye. Şuraya gidelim bakalım. Emre'nin su altı şeyi var, fobisi var, derinlik. Delirir aman koyayım bunu. Şu balık ne balığıymış lan? Siklemedi bile o küçük balıkları.
The biochemical emittance triggered this whole area.
Because of me.
Kimyasal
Not because
mı?
of me, but because I configured the sensors to detect stress in the coral population.
Okay, let's find out what's causing that stress.
Mirai, please collect biosamples from any of the distressed corals.
Happy to oblige.
For those watching, the These sensors help us understand what leads to resiliency in coral so we can help breed it into other species.
Numune alıyoruz, numune mercanlardan. Başka nerede var ki? Burada yok. Ha, şurada. Şurada da. Bunu alamıyorum. Heh.
Done.
Mirai, sperm whales. And they must be your pod because I have a tag signal that is definitely ours. Pushing the waypoint.
On my way.
Hemen. Numunali.
I'm hoping to reconnect with the sperm whale family, whom I have been tracking for years.
I'm excited to check in on our mother-to-be.
Anne adayıymış. Aga be. O neymiş lan?
Mirai clearly has a father.
İsper meçet balinası.
She's fallen silent.
Right. Let me finish scanning them all. I still don't see our pregnant mother.
Anamız şurada.
Done.
Good. Everything all right?
I am now. Look. Our mommy
Bir
whale has
tonluk
delivered.
kızımız.
Everyone say hi to her beautiful 1-ton baby girl.
Is she okay?
Oha, doğdu, 1 ton doğdu.
Shh. She's nursing. I just wish all of you could be here for 1 second. Amazing. That is the end of our stream. Like, share, comment. Remember, we need you. All of us down here.
Arkadaşlar, bu da Streamer Life ha. Yayın yaptım size. Annemize olan sevgimiz, iyi bir komşu oluşumuz, büyük annemizin deneyimlerinden ders çıkarmamız. Tüm bunları ispermeçet balinalarını araştırırken öğrendim. Ne oldu lan? Vatoz drone'u mu? Müzikler, atmosfer gerçekten. Ne diyorsun ya? Oğlum çok güzel lan. Aa, yaptığımız yayın bu.
My name is Shane Garrow, and I'm the founder of
Hey, yok
the
lan.
Dominica Sperm Whale Project. I've been following the lives
Abi
of
bu
sperm whale
adamın adı
families
yazmadı
in the
mı?
Caribbean Sea, based off the beautiful nature island of Dominica. I've had the sort of greatest honor to spend thousands of hours in the company of the sperm whale families. And over the last 15 years, we've come to know 30 different families. We know about 10 of those personally. My research focuses mostly on the connection between these families' lives and what they say to each other, and how they succeed in the ocean by living in these small families. They live these rich and complex lives in part of the ocean that we find difficult to even explore. Sperm whale society is matrilineal, meaning it's grandmothers and daughters that will live together for life. The young males live in the family until they're about teenagers, and then they go on this sort of open ocean wander for about 15 to 20 years before they are breeding age. But females will stay together for life. They communally raise and defend their babies, and they live in this sort of community of neighboring families, just like we do.
Oha.
Behavior is what you do, but culture is how you've learned to do it. In the same way that we're all humans, but some of us eat with chopsticks and some of us eat with a fork. We're all still eating, but how we've learned to eat is importantly different. The secret for how these animals are surviving are these traditional behaviors, and that's why every calf counts. Every female calf is critically important, and each one of those that we lose so much potential. I think one thing that my research has shown is that our lives are really similar. The values that we have in our families, love your mom, be a good neighbor, learn from your grandmother's experience. And ultimately, life is about the quality of the relationships that you build with those around you, whether you're a whale or not. The secrets that my grandmother learned are helping me to survive now. Ensuring that these grandmothers survive to be grandmothers to share their stories, and ensuring that these babies live long enough to learn them is what's going to enable these animals to be around for a long time.
Vay, vay, vay, vay, vay.
As a child, I had no idea how important the ocean is. That the great majority of life on Earth is in the sea. That the greatest
Çok
diversity
güzel
of
ya.
life is in the sea. My name is Sylvia Earle. I'm a scientist, an oceanographer, an ocean explorer. I've spent years at sea aboard ships and thousands of hours under the sea. I've seen things others have not. If others could see what I've witnessed, they would know how much the ocean has changed, and they would know why caring for the ocean matters to everyone, everywhere.
Oğlum
The
eski
ocean is
kıyafete bak.
Earth's life support system, generating most of the oxygen in the atmosphere, capturing much of the carbon dioxide produced by human actions. The ocean is the planet's living blue heart. Every creature has a story. Every one, whether you're looking at a little crab, or a starfish, or a shark. If people stayed on the shore and never got underwater, how would we ever know that fish, that they have communities, they have faces? Their importance as fellow citizens, as cultures, as amazing creatures that we can learn from. There's a lot of water we now know elsewhere in the solar system and elsewhere in space. But to have a liquid ocean with frozen polar areas, it's taken 4.5 billion years to shape the world in a way that is favorable to humankind. It's taken us about 4.5 decades to significantly unravel systems. No ocean, no life. No ocean, no us.
Biz böyle oynadıkça da yeni belgeseller çıkacak büyük ihtimal. Niye çalmıyor bu? Heh. Oyun çok tatlı ya.
Hello, Mariah. Thanks for checking in.
Hey, Andre.
Nice dive. How are you feeling?
A bit tired, but I can't wait to get back out. Can you believe we found the family on the first dive? And they have a new baby girl.
I know. Well done. Feeling settled in the sub. Is everything tested out?
Tess? I knew I forgot something.
This solo sub test makes me nervous. We're definitely fitting it out for 2 pilots next time.
Are you volunteering?
Well, not if you're choosing the playlist.
Snob. I think Arena was enjoying my tunes quite a bit on the trip out here.
No comment. So, I have something I know you'll want to see. It's what the live stream saw of A12 and her baby. I didn't think you expected her to deliver so soon, though.
I thought she had more time given her weight, but it was hard to know for sure. What's the about?
Just noting her low weight. Also wondering when you'll find the rest of her pod. Maybe they were diving.
I'll find them. Hey, I was
Kilosunu
thinking we
suda
should
nasıl
name the
anlıyorlar
baby
ya?
well Andrea. She has your kind eyes.
And my bald head. No, I'm putting her in the sim as A17.
Ugh, you're so sentimental. Hey, where's Arena?
Probably in the head throwing up.
She threw up one time. Why are you being so hard on her?
I just don't like the idea of using priceless expedition time to make pharmaceutical companies richer.
Even if she makes discoveries that save lives.
I never questioned her research credentials.
Besides, you know that all of her findings here will be open to the public. Is she gonna jump on the chat?
She's reading a brief about that deep-sea mining impact study.
Okay, I definitely don't have time to get into that with you. I gotta call my sister.
No problem. Send Ren my best.
Ters o
I
ha
will.
Dayko. Aa, yeni film mi geldi? Yeni film geldi. Allah, çok güzel oğlum.
It's a big ocean. You gotta be able to see what's worth spending your time on.
When I'm down there in a submarine and I'm seeing all these animals, it's always about which one of these is new, which one of these has not been seen before to science.
Why did these animals come here as opposed to there, and where are they going? There are really tangible things that we can do now to start answering some of these questions, but as the technology develops, we can become more and more and more and more sophisticated.
Technology is emerging on all fronts. We're using all this side scan sonar and hydrophones to map things out. We can use these sound underwater surveillance systems to actually track whales and see them move all around the ocean. There's a new field called environmental DNA, where you just look at the sloughed off cells that are in the water to know who is there.
Oh, the whale shark was just here. Can we follow it? And you sniff the trail of the whale shark's DNA.
How am I going to understand a shark if I'm thinking like an old world primate? We're totally different. It took me several years to look at the eyes, to look at the hardware, to measure the light, and to build the camera so we could get all these hints into how that shark might be seeing the world. Because it's like a detective story.
Çok iyi ya. Çok iyi ya. Şöyle 50'ye alalım. Aga böyle oyunlar keşfediyoruz ya, çok hoşuma gidiyor ya.
Hey girl, aren't you supposed to be 20,000 leagues under the sea?
I am. I'm calling from the sub.
That's crazy.
Büyük anne canlı yayın geliyor musun? Büyük annem
Hey,
izledi
did
mi?
you show Nana my live stream tonight?
School's great, thanks for asking.
Bak.
Concert great too? Saw your friend's post.
Bish, girls gotta take a break sometime.
Hey, check this out.
No way. Is that a baby whale?
Mm-hmm. And her very, very proud mother. She delivered early.
That's some view. You're really living the dream.
Thanks. Miss you though. How's Nana?
Okay, not a big deal, but I am taking Nana to get tested for a clinical trial. Some new dementia drug.
Why didn't you tell me you signed Nana up for a clinical trial?
It's just an application.
Maybe you should wait until I'm back.
Can't. It starts in a week. I gotta go. Say hi to the whales for me.
Hastalanmış. Dalış görevi var diyor. Görevimizi nereden görüyoruz peki? Buradan falan mı alıyoruz? Keşif gezisinin ilk canlı yayından sonra Andre ile dalış sonrası briefingi yap. Yaptık. Ha, okay.
Day 2, back to the atoll at sunset. The hydrophone feeds are alive with the sounds of whales. Gonna find me some singers. I'm excited to test Andrea's new manta drone. Kind of like the Swiss Army knife of stealth
Ha,
drones.
drone'u
I'd
test
love to spend the
edeceğiz.
full dive hanging out with baby Andrea, but miles to swim before I sleep. Ready to dive.
Let's go.
I'm in and okay.
Looking good, Mirai. The Manta drone is ready for its first zoom scan.
Now I get to see why you talk about it so much.
Only the best science for you. Buoy ahead. Bet we'll find some whale vocalizations.
Well, I'm not taking that bet. You always find whales. You'd find them in your bathtub.
What kind of
Anne
bathroom
misaj.
do you think I have?
Aha.
This is a lot of whales.
It's staggering the number migrating through this area.
Hey, don't jinx it.
Bu neymiş lan? Kambur balina. Aga ilk başta şuraya gidelim. Yakın bize. Sonra kambur balinaya gideriz.
It's our sperm whale family again.
Anneyi tara diyor başta. Aha.
The Manta drone will match speed with the creature, so you can concentrate on steering it around to find the places you need to focus.
All right, baby. We won't forget you now.
Andre, can the zoom scan tell how old the baby is?
Not with any certainty. Why?
Just wondering if she's old enough to hunt by herself. I wondered. She still seems pretty young to go that deep.
Will she be okay alone while her mother dives?
She should follow the pod. Her aunties will babysit while the mother hunts.
Wish I had them when my daughter was born.
Takes a pod.
Aa çok iyi lan.
Mirai, why is the baby girl so important to your study?
I'm hoping to follow the baby for years to learn from her as she learns from her
Yüzeyine mi
family.
çıkayım?
And
Çıkayım.
hopefully to watch her eventually become a mother herself.
Bu kadar çıkıyor. Çıkmıyor yukarı. Kambur balina. Şarkı kaydı alacakmışız lan.
Here we
Bunlar
are.
şarkı
The
söylüyor.
whale we're designating Humpback M1. Oh, so catchy.
How will you know it's M1 when you see it again?
Each humpback's fluke is unique.
So M1 it is.
M1
Andre
M2 mi?
software is helping me understand the structure of their songs so we can try singing back.
More like playing back. I'll synthesize a song that mirrors one from another region to see how these whales react.
Because Andre doesn't like my singing.
It's more the songs you sing, actually.
Palyaço balığı mı? Onlarla şarkı söyleyebiliriz belki diyor. Yani bunlar çağrı mı olmuş oluyor? Şuraya da gidelim. Jirox mu geldi? Jirox çok güzel lan oyun. Yemin ediyorum var ya, içim açıldı böyle ya. Bir de ben belgesel falan çok severim yani. Kefali.
Approaching Humpback M2.
M1 M2.
Looks like he's on a date.
How can you tell?
It's like they're dancing to his song.
Ne yapıyorlar lan?
What do you think, Andre? Do you think he can make it as a solo artist?
Without more original material.
Males from the same region sing nearly identical songs with just enough variation to stand out.
Yeah, just like most pop singers.
Just not.
Oğlum bayağı birbirine şarkı söylüyorlar. Böyle yapmıyorlar da. Biz de öğreneceğiz demek ki yapmayı onu. Ya bir şeyler öğrendikçe biz oyunda onunla ilgili belgeselde ilerliyoruz gibi bir şey var aslında. Eve gidince ne belgesel açılacak acaba?
Wonder if they charge admission.
Don't worry, whatever it is, you can take it from my budget.
Someone's feeling better today.
İyi makara var ha bir de aramızda. Ne oluyor lan?
Well, I guess it worked. I've got some nasty.
Bu ne oğlum?
The same damn sound we heard yesterday.
Well, I'll check it out between the whales.
Şuna gidelim, hemen öbürüne geçeceğim. O ne oğlum?
Looks like another area sensor.
Okay, Mirai. Can you use the micro tags to mark the starfish for collection?
Are you testing your collector drone?
It's not a test. Irina needs us to collect a few for study.
They are incredibly resilient. They can regenerate themselves from just a subset of their body.
They're also invasive. Must have hitched a ride in the ballast of a ship.
Irina, how many of these do you need? I'm missing the whales.
Just a few.
Bunlar yerlerini galiba şey yapıyor. Bir tane daha lazım bize. Nerede ya? Şu mu?
Okay, micro tags deployed.
Thanks, Mirai. That's plenty.
Burada enteresan bir ses vardı. Oraya gidelim. Oğlum hiçbiri agresif değil lan. Saldırmıyor. Az önce köpek balıkları şu bu falan vardı. Dalgıçlara bir şey... Aha. Remora. Bunlar böyle kocaman ağzını açıyor. Bunlar arkadaşlar, bu arada ben belgeselde izlemiştim. Dinozorlar döneminde bunlar böyle nasıl devasa olanı var bunun. Hatta en büyük şey olarak mı gözüküyordu? Öyle bir şeydi. Bak işte amına koyayım. Tamam gösteririm. Balina köpek balığı da adı. Ne oluyor ya?
I don't know, Andre. That sound is loud, but it seems pretty deep. Can't see how it could be coming from a ship.
Yeah, I agree. It also keeps starting and stopping. I'll figure out another way to investigate it.
Bunlar da onu temizliyor. Mesela hiçbir zaman onları yemezler onlar. Aralarında anlaşma var.
Andre, what was that other nasty noise? It was definitely digital.
No power alarm. You need to pick up a sensor for servicing.
It never occurred to you that a nice ringtone would be far less annoying?
I have colleagues that are studying the antimicrobial properties of these coral.
Gorgonya mercanı.
Mirai, please, get closer.
You weren't this excited about the dolphins before.
They're rubbing against the coral. Kind of a wellness visit.
Aa. Bunlara sürtünüp bir şeyini yapıyorlarmış. Onları araştıracağız. Oha harbiden lan. Mercanlara sürtünüyorlar. Ne yapıyor?
Hey Andre, those reef sharks like your ringtone.
Onu sikim, bunlar bizi yer ha. Bak yüzgeçli köpek balığı mı?
Will I be able to get the data off that sensor while I'm picking it up?
No, it goes to sleep when the power is low to preserve the data.
O ne öyle? Aha!
Whoa! Did you see that?
Shame that wasn't on the live stream.
Have you seen one do that before?
Never.
I'm picking up a tag from the sperm whale pod, pushing the waypoint now.
On my way. Sorry, sharks. Mirai is off the menu.
Aha, çocuk geldi.
The baby's back with the rest of the pod.
What's it doing?
Nuzzling, probably calling for its mama. Are you calling for your mother?
Allah.
You've got to be kidding me.
Yeah, I hear it.
There they go. That was our shot.
Ulan tam kaydediyorduk be.
Can you send the sub to pick me up? I'm done for now.
Balina şarkılarını popüler kültüre sokabilirsek balinaları kurtaracak bir hareket başlatabileceğimizi düşündüm. Roger Payne, Song of veya albüm yapımcısı, Ocean Aliens kurucusu. Aa. Oğlum böyle korkunç gibi lan sanki. Harbiden ha. Lan mouse nereye gitti? Aha geldi. Oley be.
What we know as humans about whales comes from just a few scientists so far, like Roger and Katie Payne. They had background in music, and by kind of mapping out the songs, noticing that if they would look at this almost like a song sheet, every 15 minutes or so there would be a repeat.
15 dakikada bir tekrar.
But the function of their song is still mysterious. The general belief is that whale songs serve the same purposes that bird songs do, as ways for males to advertise for mates and to challenge rivals. But why they change their songs is still unknown.
Taking that information from whales and passing that to us humans was one of the most transformative pieces of narrative to feed the Save the Whale movement and maybe save some whales from extinction. These animals are sharing this world that might have been millions of years going on in their world, and suddenly, for the first time, we, as humans, are tuning in.
Vay anasını satayım be. Deniz madenciliği mi? Aga öyle bir şey mi var orada ya? Bak işte. Derin deniz madenciliği mi yapıyor onlar onu? Bilinçli bakım.
Hey, it's Ren. Leave a message at the beep. Is there actually a beep?
Hey, Ren, why's your phone off? You said this was a good time to call. Ignore that. Someone was messing with my whales today. I was just hoping I could vent to you a little. Let me know if there's any update about Nana. Ooh, and we had a whale-a-palooza today. Anyway, give me a call when you can. The whales say hi back.
Hey, Mirai. How are you?
Doing all right. How are you feeling? Any better?
A bit. I might finally be getting my sea legs.
Next step, diving.
One step at a time, Mirai.
Okay, but I promise you, it'll change your life. Is Andre with you?
No, just me. Andre is analyzing some sound files in the other lab. I think I may have upset him.
You upset him? Or that noise upset him? Because it certainly upset me.
He was overreacting, and I pointed it out.
I was not overreacting.
Andre, I didn't realize you were on. What did you find?
This is video and audio from your last dive. And this is an analysis of the sound that spooked the family. And this sound is from the Canadian marine acoustic scientist. I think the findings are pretty clear.
The signatures sound the same to me.
He gave me the same test.
Andre, who is messing with my whales?
Deep sea miners.
Here?
Bak işte
In the
ya.
research zone? It's off limits to commercial activity.
And when has that ever mattered before?
We don't know that they're in the research zone. They may be just outside it. We knew they were doing an impact study nearby.
What are they after? That might give us a clue.
They're looking for rare minerals to make solar panels.
Could the sound cause trauma to the whales?
The acoustic specialist said it might push them to quieter hunting grounds, but was unlikely to cause acoustic trauma.
So what's the move?
We should use our mapping drone to investigate their activity.
And this is where our debate turns into an argument. We need that drone to map the deep sea vents before Mirai dives there. The biochemistry of these vents is the perfect cocktail for creating new life forms.
If there is illegal activity there, we have to stop it. Otherwise, there will be no life forms.
Why spend our short time here policing rather than researching? Let's be scientists.
Mirai, your dive, your call.
Baba yani bizim madencileri araştırsak da düşünüyorum ya. Madencileri araştırıp onları polise mi verecek? Neye verecek? Bir de bacaları haritala diyor. Bir anlayalım aga,
I'll dive in the
madencilere
vents without a
bakalım.
map. Nobody messes with my whales.
Hey, Mirai. Sorry I missed you. Misplaced my phone. Whale-a-palooza? Is that a real thing? Tell whomever annoyed you I'm coming for them. Hey, nobody messes with our whales. Does your submarine have sonar? Maybe you can find the bad guys with that. No word on Nana's thing yet. Miss you.
Miss you. Miss you. Balinaları rahat bırakın. Yeni film hadi. Oo, bir sürü film var daha.
Day
5.
5.
gün.
Open ocean,
Açık
east
okyanus.
of the
Mercan
atoll.
Adası'nın doğusu.
I'm ready to play back
Andrea'ya
the
bir
coda
koda
sound to
sesi
Andrea to
çaldığında
see her
vereceği
response.
tepki izlemek için hazırım.
I'm definitely worried that the
Ailenin
family has
küçüldüğünden
gotten
neredeyse
smaller.
eminim. O
Not sure if
sesten
they
mi
were just
korkup kaçtılar
spooked by that
yoksa
sound
başka bir
or
şey mi
if
oluyor
something
emin
else is
değilim.
going on.
Ümidimi
Staying
yitirmeyeceğim.
hopeful. Ready to
Dalmaya
dive.
hazırım. Böyle oluyor ya. Belgesellerde öyle oluyor ya.
I'm in and okay. I always feel like I'm swimming in place in the open ocean.
Doğal gazı buluyormuşuz bir de.
Think the explorer drones will flag me as biodiverse?
You're not what they're looking for.
That's what everyone says.
O ne lan?
Approaching the buoy. That song sounds familiar.
Şu anki olay ne biliyor musunuz? Olay o değil. O ne lan, bilinmeyen canlı diyor.
Hey, a newcomer.
Katil balina mı?
Now to get there before the noise from Andrea's miner friends scares them all away.
You want to raise my blood pressure?
Aa çek lan. Lan.
I was not expecting.
Aga.
Top of the food chain, just like us, minus the urge to destroy ourselves.
Besin zincirinin
Hello to you
en
too.
tepesinde. Ya. Bu bir şarkı söylüyor ama. Oğlum çok
Has anyone
güzel
been
ya.
tracking
Çok güzel ya. Bu ne lan? Güneş balığı. O neymiş oğlum? Çok değişik lan balık. Two Face'li geldi. Aga be. Modluğu yok be. O ne?
Andre, are you
Aa!
seeing this?
Kösele
think
derili
there were
deniz
any left
kaplumbağası.
Egg poaching, and the nesting beaches got too warm.
Oğlum bu ne güzel.
Biosample acquired.
Do you think your turtles are making a comeback?
Well, I wish I could be optimistic. It's just as likely our turtle is taking the long route home to somewhere else.
Köpek balıkları mı? İşte besin zincirinin en üstünde dedi ya zaten katil balinalara. Taraklı çekiş köpek balığı.
Okay, group survey. New or a repeat?
Drone'u yolladım.
So glad to hear you. Those noisy neighbors silenced enough of your friends. New whale! We'll designate this one M4 because I mess with a good thing.
The sounds don't sound like the prior songs.
These are more social sounds.
Morina balığı ne güzelmiş lan şu. Bunun reelini izleyelim, unutmasanıza. Güneş balığı.
Feels like my birthday. And that buoy is my present. Hope it's better than my last birthday.
Dare I ask?
My sister got me jeans that were mine for about a week before they wandered off, never to be seen again. A mystery, I tell you.
Katil balinalar. Şişe burunlu.
Did you not charge any of these
Bilinmeyen
batteries
köpek
before
balığı
you put
mı?
the sensor in?
It's not a battery alarm, it's the drone.
Hayko şu drone'u değiştirelim.
You're right. That is definitely not a dead battery. Unless we're using whale sharks as batteries now. There's already a tag on it.
Then scan the tag.
Sure, like that was obvious. I'm leaving another tag.
Takip cihazı.
Much better than a dead battery.
Ha şu bak. Güneş balığı, mola mola. Ay deniz anası. Çok güzelmiş şunlar ya. Oğlum bizden büyük.
Dolphins. Always showing off. Hey, Andre, can you make your manta drone do synchronized swimming?
Guess we'll see.
Şişe burunlu yunuslar.
Let's log you in.
Biz şeye bakacaktık. Madencilere bakacaktık. Su altında nasıl bu kadar ses çıkarıyor bunlar? Aga, Dayiko araştırıyoruz. Birazdan anlatıyor tek tek. Bu oyun öyle bir oyun oğlum zaten.
I just met your friends.
Siz chatte sohbetinize bakın.
We sure no one's tracking them?
Nothing has turned up.
Pretty low weight. Irina, do you think this one could be sick?
I'm honored you believe I could tell from this distance that my knowledge of disease extends to all species.
Fair enough.
Chat sohbeti de ayrı bir tatlı yani. Kemal'im ortalama düşüyor. Yayını kapatacak 30 dakikaya res. Yok lan benim ne zaman umurumda oldu. Adam abone sayısını bilmiyor diyor. işi oralarda düşünmeye başlarsan arkadaşlar, o yayıncılık dönemin azdır senin yani. O yüksek izlenmez misin? İzlenirsin. Ama çok ticari düşünürsen de bu işi o şekilde yapamazsın yani.
Didn't you pick this dive location because you tracked the baby's pod out here?
Oğlum bu sefer de yan yüzüyor lan bu. Avlanma faaliyeti mi?
Andre, the buoy is glitching.
Onu satıyor.
I don't know what range you've set, but I think I'm hearing all the animals in the Pacific.
Too many sound signals for the software to keep up.
I don't know what kind of party I'm crashing, but pretty
Bir
sure
reklam
I'm gonna
bassa
love it.
plebler olarak destek olak demiş.
It's a bait ball.
Sizi yerim ya.
Humpbacks,
Ne oluyor lan?
orcas, very unusual.
Allah!
but
Allah!
Everyone's gotta eat.
Are you safe down here?
I'll try not to be mistaken for a fish. Of course dolphins show up. Never like being left out of the action.
They want leftovers.
Good luck to them. They're up against bigger stomachs.
Baba laks diye dalıyorlar. Bunların üçüncüsü nerede ki? Baba baba baba baba baba. Ne diyorsun ya?
Here they are. You were right, Andre. I guess I didn't just swim across the Pacific for nothing.
Takılsın kardeşim. Buna da takip cihazı.
Are there fewer than before in this pod? Or am I just getting faster at tagging?
No, definitely fewer, but maybe the others are hunting.
No, no, don't leave me. Well, the mother stayed with the baby this time.
Hah.
Okay, ready for playback? I've prepared a coder you can activate from your dive watch.
Okay, first attempt
Aha.
to speak whale. Hopefully I won't offend her.
Aha!
Echo clicks. I could feel it across my body, just checking me out.
First contact.
She zoom scanned you.
You have no idea what that felt like. She was looking right at me. Whew, you have no idea.
Ses balinalar için her şeydir. Bunlar yeryüzündeki en büyük beyne ve en güçlü ses dalgası donanımına sahip hayvanlardır. Şey diyor değil mi? Kendine müzisyen özel tişörtler çıktı. Canlı orijinalini izleyeceğiz.
If people
Ya
stayed
aga bu nedir ya? Bu nedir ya? Şunun güzelliğine bakar mısın? Denizaltı apayrı bir şey ya. Aşırı güzel.
If people stayed on the shore and never got underwater, how would we ever know that fish like one another? When you see fish interact with other creatures, like the octopus and the grouper, who go fishing together, they communicate in ways that we don't know what they're saying, but they know what they're saying. They've been on the earth for hundreds of millions of years. They've had a long time to figure out these close relationships.
Sharks actually might prey on dolphins in a natural setting, but when they are presented with a bait ball, then they work together for this common goal to feed on the fish.
We had very large bait balls spread over probably half the size of a football field. We had mobula, we had dolphins. The bait was shifting everywhere. Animals were coming in, moving out, just moving so quickly.
So we have some orcas around the bowl and also under. So everybody works together as a
Bir
team.
şey diyeceğim. Bu size anlattığımız olay işte. Bu size tam anlattığımız olay. Emre diyordu ya, kast olduğunu düşünüyor Kemal diye. Bu yem topu böyle var burada, tamam mı? Yunuslar alttan ittiriyor. Yukarıdan işte kuşlar avlanıyor. Falan böyle. Birlikte ortak çalışıyorlar dedi ya. O da. Bu muhabbet işte tam.
Herding the fish. Males, female, everybody is doing this and they will eventually share the stunned fish afterwards, which is pretty amazing to see. There is no competition. So everybody is working together and everybody is sharing the prey afterwards.
It really takes a long time of being in there, watching the same species of fish to figure out these really interesting things that they're doing. So I think that there's probably a lot of really interesting behaviours out there that we haven't even discovered yet.
Vay be. Vay be. Ha, güneş balığına bakacaktık. Bir dakika. Bu ne oğlum?
This is a mola mola, behemoth of the sea. And despite
Bu ne aga, bu ne?
their prehistoric looking size, they're actually one of the youngest species of fish in the world. Some extreme cases into predators. The only creatures daring enough to take the mola mola to sink to the bottom of the ocean and die. Some evidence shows that mola to have a care in the world. They just carry on the surface to warm up by sunbathing.
Şu dik de yüzüyor, yan da yüzüyor. Bu ne amına koyayım böyle?
Giant size might have you believe are actually one of the youngest fish families in the ocean, appearing roughly 50 million years later than most modern fish. For years, mola mola were believed to be plankton, as they were thought to be too slow to
Cidden
move
uzaylı
in
gibi
the
ya.
I don't think evolution
Harbiden
of
uzaylı
phylogeny
gibi.
was too understood at the time. But more recently, they've been discovered to be not speedy swimmers. What's the word I'm looking for?
Vay be. Yeni müzik bakalım. Daha iyi müzik diyor. Daha iyi müziğe bakalım.
Bad news. The drone we had tracking that intrusive noise, it's gone. Lost contact hours ago. I'll keep monitoring the hydrophones for that noise, but as of now, unless the drone resurfaces, that's all we've got.
Allah Allah.
Hey, Mirai. I assume you've heard that Andrea lost a drone.
Yeah, bad break. Did we get any usable data from the drone before it went missing?
You'll have to ask Andrea. He hasn't given me an update. I think he's upset that I suggested we'd still have the drone if we used it for its original purpose.
It's crazy that we only have one mapping drone. If this were a space mission, we would probably have 100. You sound a little frustrated. Is that with Andre or the drone situation?
Both.
Yeah, his passion can sometimes be overwhelming.
Anlaşıldı.
I just wish he wasn't so cold with me, just because I turned my prior research into a successful biotech business. Not every company is evil.
Hey, that's right. I read about that. Was it fun being a corporate titan? Did you have your own jet?
No jet. But I did have a pretty indulgent company car.
Was that a yawn? Did you get any sleep?
Not really. Between the drone and staying up to chat with my daughter, I spent most of the night staring out of my cabin window at the moon.
My grandmother loved to take me freediving in the moonlight. It was magical. It's like the whole ocean glows.
Sounds like a fun grandmother.
She was. Is. She's alive, but suffers from dementia.
Sorry to hear that.
Thanks. Nana moved in with us after our mom died. I was 12, Ren was 4.
Are you and your sister close?
Definitely. Yeah, most of the time. It's complex right now. Where is your daughter?
She's at university in the UK.
What is she studying?
Pre-med. But she also has a passion for music. She has been playing in the same indie band for years.
What's her music like?
Hard to describe. I'm sure Sophie would love for you to check it out. I'll send you her latest single.
Yok lan yok.
Isn't your sister
Kitlendim,
also at
dinliyorum.
university?
My sister, took a break for a few years. But she's back now.
There's a story there. Not my business.
It's just hard sometimes for me not to want to take the wheel when I see her swerving.
Does she want your help?
I push her to do better, but honestly, I think that just pushes her away.
You sound like me talking about my daughter.
Yeah, complex. People are messy. That's why I study whales. Speaking of which, I better get prepped for our next dive.
Yeah.
Catch you later.
Yes, of course.
Yes, of course.
Hi, Mirai. It must be late there.
That's okay. I'm on dive time.
I showed Nana the highlights from your live stream.
Did she recognize my voice?
No. Maybe. She seemed to enjoy it, though.
Are you doing okay with her?
Kind of. You do this better.
Did you want to talk about next semester?
When you get back. It's complex.
You know, I can look at coming back earlier.
That's crazy talk. Go speak to your whales.
Gonna try. Catch you later.
Bir yandan nelerle uğraşıyoruz, bir yandan balinayla şey yapıyoruz da bilmem neydi, şu da bu da. Kız da diyor ki okuldu, şuydu buydu. Vallahi enteresan işler ya. Vallahi bir enteresan işler ha bu işler. Şarkı eklendi lan. Ne eklendi ya? Aa. Güzel, güzel. Keyif aldım. Keyif aldım. Güzel bir deneyimdi. Nice.